Welcome to Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks. I'm Michelle Fitzgerald, aka Fitzy, and I'm an independent advisor with Creative Memories Scrapbooking, and I'm here to help you make your scrapbooks fabulous. And yes, I am still down in that magical place in Florida, and I'm feeling very princessy tonight. So I decided to make a princess-inspired border just for all of you who might have pretty little princesses at home. Or maybe you have a fur baby who's your princess. All right, so let me get down to my workspace here and we'll get started. So I'm using a border sketch from the 110 Scrapbooking Border Ideas and Sketches book. And the sketch I am doing is on page 29. Okay. I will be using the Tiara Chain Border Maker cartridge and some papers from the Enchanted Princess line collection, along with some platinum shimmer. And I still have some rose shimmer, so I'm using a little bit of that as well. But these I had this one upside down. But these papers are just so pretty. So I can't wait to use them. Let me show you what we're creating. Ta-da! Let me get it in a good, oh, there we go. Hold on, I'm gonna lift it up so you can see it. Isn't this pretty? I just love this. All right, so I'm going to show you how I did it. And it's going to go pretty quick. It's a fairly simple border. So I'm going to make a companion one so I can do a full 2-page spread. So I'll leave the sketch up there. Let's get out my trimmer and we can start. Oh, and I also used my wavy blade on one of these strips, and I'll show you that as we go. So my base page are these horses that look like they're from the carousel. And I'm just going to cut a 1 3/4 inch for my base. So if I just put it all the way to the edge of the trimmer on the right-hand side, that'll get me 1 3/4 inches. All right. So there's my base piece. Now, something to take into consideration. When I first started this border, I was thinking I was going to be doing this vertically. So I cut my horses vertically. But really, in an ideal world, I would have turned my paper and cut it horizontally so I would have the horses going horizontal. So just keep that in mind if you're using a directional print. Because you may not be making a princess border. You might be making something else tonight. So whatever you're doing, that is fine. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut my pretty pink heart paper. Now, I already have this decorative edge here. See, and I use the wavy blade. So I'm just going to get my second decorative edge. But to get the first edge on a straight piece of paper, I would line it up on the second cut line, or the cut line that's closest on the right-hand side of your trimmer. And I would just do that thin little strip, and that'll give you that pretty decorative edge that I have over here on the left side. But I already have it, so I'm not going to do that now. But what I am going to do is cut my next measurement, and actually I can put this on the right side too. So this is going to be 1 1/2 inch cut. So I'm going to line it up at the 1 1/2 inch line and go ahead and make that cut. And now you get this pretty decorative edge. Just want to make sure you can see it. Isn't that pretty? So that's the wavy blade. All right. So don't forget to go and switch your blades back, put that straight blade back in and store your wavy blade underneath. Love this storage compartment on the trimmer. And look it, I can keep my mat there too. I have a spare mat. Isn't that cool? Love that. All right. So then I'm going to flip this paper over because my next layer is actually the star print. So it's the back side of the pink hearts. And this I'm going to cut at 1¼ inch. So let me get that cut. So you can see how quickly this border comes together. And I didn't do anything too crazy to figure out measurements. You know what I did? I actually cut one of my tiara borders out first and just measured how much of a width I would need on that border to get a little extra on either side. And that's how I came up with the 1¼ inch measurement. And then I just went up 1/4 inch. So my stars was 1¼ my pink hearts is 1½, and my horses are 1¾ That's how I got my measurements. Really simple. All right, so I'm going to put the trimmer to the side. I'm going to come over here with my repositionable tape runner, and we're going to tack all of this down. So my stars are going to go on top of my hearts. This collection is so pretty and just so feminine. I love it. Now, I usually like to watch my videos and interact with you all when you're watching, when it premieres, but I won't be able to do that because I am in a magical place right now. So if I have a chance and I'm not busy, I will try, but I can't make any promises because I am on vacation. But I wanted to make a few things for you. All right. So we are getting close here. All right. So now we have our base covered here. I'm going to put my platinum shimmer paper into the paper guide for my border maker system. And I'm going to cut out, punch out rather, one tiara border. And if you get any little straggly things, you can very easily, oops, I hate it when I do that though. This, the silicone mat that you can use to put your tape runner on, your repositionable tape runner on items, when little specks come on it from like the punches, they get really stuck on it. It's hard to get them off. It's very annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But I love being able to use that to get my repo on without it going all over my gray mats here, because it's a lot easier to deal with. So I'm just cutting off little straggly pieces on the border. Every now and then you get a little straggly piece. All right, so here's my tiara border. And then if you notice, what I did on this is every other one was pink. So I took the rose shimmer, and let me get that paper guide back here. And I didn't need to go down the whole paper because I only needed about, I think, 6 yards off. So I'm just going to go back and punch a little bit. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there's 5. So I'll need one more, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. And let me get this out of the way. And with the pink tiaras, all I did super simple. Just take your scissors and cut at the middle point here. So see where this little diamond shape is here? Wait, let me get it right here. So I'm just going to cut through the middle. So there's one, and I'm just going to go down and cut through the middle on all of those. Ooh, and I have exactly 6. I thought I only had 5. Or do I? 1, 2, 3. I have 6. Okay. Having trouble counting. So now what I'm going to do is just come over to my little mat here. And I'm going to put repositionable on all of these. And I'm happy to say we are almost done here. So quick, easy border. And I mean, it's versatile. You can use this technique for anything. So basically you can use any border maker cartridge chain that you have. And you can easily punch out more to do different colors. So once I have all that little repo on, I'm just going to go back, and every other tiara, I'm going to put pink, because that feels very princessy to me. So let's do this. How cute is this? I just love it. And it's not a difficult one to repeat. It's actually a very simple, repeatable border. I love that. Right now, I'm just going to go down this full border. Put some repo on it. I want to make sure I get those tall points on the tiara so they stay on. And I'm just going to put this. And look at that. How pretty is that, right? And it wasn't too hard and it didn't take up too much time. Anybody can do it. I love that. All right. And I'm not going to put a title on this one because I have the title over here. And actually what I did on this one, which I thought was kind of fun, we had this tiara sticker. So I put it on foam squares and covered one of the tiaras. And I just think that kind of popped out. It looks really cute. So, but you can do this however you want. So go ahead and if you notice, they did like a rectangular shape here for their title, but this is what I had to choose from. And the oval definitely worked behind the sticker shape. And for that oval, just in case anybody wants to do it, I used pattern number 6, which I think, let me look here. Pull my patterns out. I think it's the 2nd largest oval, but I'm just going to double check so I'm not giving you misinformation. Yes. All right. So it's the 2nd largest oval, or oval number 6. And I used the green blade on the inside track. Okay. And I used more of the pink shimmer, the rose shimmer, I think it's called. And that's how I made the little oval to back my little title there. Right. So that was a quick one because I'm on vacation. But next week I will come back with something a little more substantial. But I wanted you to know I didn't forget about all of you. All right. So again, if you want more details about the contest, check out the video I did 2 weeks ago. I'll see if I can link that into the description here for you. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, you can always email me at Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooking, Fitzy's Fabulous Scrapbooks rather, at gmail.com. I almost gave you the wrong email. Feel free to join us over at our Facebook group at FRQ Glitz Girls. You'll have to answer a few questions, and then once the questions are answered, you'll be approved to join the group. Just want to make sure you're not a robot. All right. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. I'd love to see some comments in there about what you think of the border. I mean, it's a very simple, easy border, but I think a fun and pretty one as well. So I hope you liked it. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss my videos, do you? All right, I will be back next Sunday, as always, at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and bye for now.